Hi, I'm Ryan from Seattle, Washington. I work at Compass as a senior product marketing manager. And after finishing my first year of the program, some ways I've seen FEMBA impact my career are I got a new job in January. After fall quarter, I took a new job, transitioning from a big company to a smaller, more fast paced company where I had the opportunity to showcase some of my leadership skills I've been building. And it just really gave me the confidence that I could take a leap in the middle of a really scary time where things were uncertain. And I had the, skills and the confidence to fall back to make sure I was continually pushing myself in a positive direction. One of the biggest challenges I faced this year was really understanding how to pace myself, how to not burn out, and just manage the balance of work and school at the same time. I found that to be one of the hardest things about FEMBA. It was also one of the most rewarding of just whatever you think your capacity is, it's you got to push yourself past that by another 40%. And that's working all day, going to school online. If you're on a Tuesday, Thursday night, figuring out how to just keep yourself awake and fully on and just ready to get after it day after day. I found that to be really, really difficult. But it also kind of pushed me to figure out I'm capable of so much more than I thought I was. And that was also one of my favorite accomplishments from this year, which was just being able to go through that whole process and get a new job and do good in school and meet a ton of people and network at UCLA during this global pandemic. And it definitely was not easy, but just getting through it really showed me that I have a gear that just I didn't really know before. And I was never capable of kind of willing to push myself there. But this year definitely got me there. And I'm really excited about it. Moving into my second year, something I'm looking forward to next is honestly just being in a classroom with people and not staring at my screen for 20 hours a day. That got a little bit old after a while, having to do everything online, work, school, just anything social. So I'm just really excited to sit in a physical classroom and see people that might not be on the Zoom screen every now and then. But no, but more seriously, outside of that, I think, getting past the core classes and just taking some electives that I am just really excited about and that I find interesting. I'm also moving down to LA in the fall. And so I figure if I tell the video, I have to commit to it. I've manifested it. So I'm excited about that. Just kind of being a part of the community of the school, Anderson, being active in the clubs and doing lots of events. So I think every FEMBA who was in our year is going to tell you that they're just excited to really start it, like really, really start it. And so whatever that means, I think it's just going to be us bringing our full selves to everything we do. And that's just an exciting, prospect or whatever that turns out to be. So I'm honored to continue to be a voice of the UCLA Anderson FEMBA class of 2023. And my best advice for future students is to take advantage of all the resources that Anderson has to offer. One of the things I really liked this year was the Leadership in Anderson program, where you could meet with a coach one-on-one, something like once a quarter, once every 6 weeks or something. And as I was onboarding onto my new company, I got to really kind of walk through with the coach in terms of what I was experiencing, how to kind of, establish the vision I wanted for my role at the company and how I wanted to work, and just gave me a new perspective to think about how to be a leader. And that was fantastic. And there's way more resources in terms of, career counseling and understanding how to recruit and interview. So just really take advantage of every single one of those resources. And then in addition to that, like it's the people, like talk to people, like ask people out to coffee, like go out and go to happy hours and mingle with people and, just be open-minded, like just go into the program with an open mind, have a plan, have some goals, have some kind of vision of what you want to get out of it, but just be willing to have your mind be blown. And I think you're going to want to talk to people that you find interesting, and they're going to take you down some paths and decisions they've made in their careers and their lives that are going to inspire you to maybe make the same decisions or not make the same decisions, or, just want to connect with them and build these relationships that are going to progress into the future. So that's all been really positive. And then I'd probably say my final piece of advice is just do something that scares you. I think it was a little bit scary to take on this while taking on, a really heavy workload and working full time and in an uncertain time. But it kind of changed my perspective about what what kind of person I am at the end of the day. Like when things get really hard, like who are you? Like, are you the person who's willing to work harder? Or are you the person who's just kind of quit and shut off for the day? And there's certainly those times, like you'll have those days where stress levels really high, it's finals week and you're studying, but you got to kind of just step back and realize that you're growing, you're becoming a better person. You're giving yourself an investment that's going to pay off for the rest of your life. And so just come in, talk to people, take advantage of the resources, and just don't look back. Don't regret the decision, because you're certainly not going to when you join this program.